there was this teacher that molested me all through JSS1 to SS2. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy to have you back here once again. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. I want to use this medium to say thank you to everyone that has been a support to this channel, that has supported this channel in one way or the other. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you. So today we will having very, very important discussion. Yes, a very important one. And I'd love you to just sit back and watch this video to the end. I promise you, you would enjoy this video. You would enjoy every bit of it. So don't try to pause or stop. Now just sit back and watch the video till the very end. Before I dive into today's discussion, I just want to tell you that the thoughts that God has towards you, they are thoughts of peace and not of evil, to grant you an expected end. Irrespective of what you might be going through right now, God has a great plan for you. Just relax, just be calm, and let God take charge. Let God take the wheel, because He alone knows the end from the beginning. You only know what is happening to you presently. You can't tell what will happen to you the next minute. You can't tell what will happen to you the next day. So just give it all to God. Give your all to God and trust Him. Trust Him to actually lead you, direct you, because you are not in any way able to direct your own path. You just can't. Allow God, who is able to lead you, the one who knows it all, the one who created you, the one who brought you here for a purpose. Allow Him take charge of your life. So today I'll be talking on sexual abuse. Sexual abuse, it's something that has been bothering me and still bothering me, and I don't know why it is just so rampant these days. It's just everywhere on the news, on the internet, and I'm like, what is really going on? I see no reason why you as an individual should derive pleasure in seeing others sad, in seeing others unhappy, in seeing others go through pain, just because you want to please yourself, just because you want to gratify the flesh. You can go, you actually go extra mile to hurt another person. Well, I'll be sharing my own personal story, how I had to go through sexual abuse when I was a child, like throughout childhood till my teenage years. I had to go through sexual abuse. Trust me, the experience was not nice. It wasn't okay. The experience was traumatizing, but all thanks to God that I was able to overcome it, because only God helped me. I wouldn't have been able to help myself. So it all started when I was a child. I think I can't remember the exact age, maybe 4 years or so, or even less than that. But I could remember back then that I had neighbors. I had neighbors who seemed to care about me, but wanted to have their way with me. And as a child, I had no knowledge. I had no understanding of what they wanted, of what they were even trying to do with me. So at that point, I couldn't speak up. There was one that happened. It was with a lesson teacher. Then it would come take me private lesson and some other children. And once we are done, he tells them to go out, that he wants to explain things to me more. And innocently now, they left, and it was just me alone, me and him in the house. And then this guy begins to touch me. The first time it happened, I was like, what is this? Like, I just could not process it. I was just looking at him. I couldn't do anything. So he was there trying to lose his belt and everything. And I was like, wow. So I didn't say anything that first day. Then the second day, he wanted to do that. So he told me to wait. I waited again. I don't know how I was able to run out of the house, because as soon as they told others to go, he sort of closed the door. He didn't lock it, he just closed the door. And I sat down. I sat down on the chair, and he he was trying to unzip and all of that. And then the next thing, I don't know how I was able to just find my way out. I just ran out of the house. And then I went to meet my mom. And my mom asked me what the problem was. I couldn't say anything. I just kept quiet. I couldn't say anything. I said, then he came to me, and I think my mom was asking him what happened, and he said nothing. He said nothing. So I just kept me that day. I didn't say anything. I left. Trust me, I was so angry with this guy. I was so angry. I was angry up till my teenage years with him. Bitterness, anger, unforgiveness. Like, I was so angry with him. I think there was a time this guy fell sick. I was thanking God within me. I was like, oh, thank God this guy is sick. He's actually reaping the fruit of his wickedness, of the things he did to me while I was younger. That was what I said. I didn't feel sorry for him. I didn't feel sorry for him at all. So that's past. Then there was this neighbor of mine also. This man calls me to his room and begins to touch my breast. About it now. What was actually appealing to that man? Like, I don't know, as a child I was then, was I sexually appealing to him? I really do not know. Because it surprises me to see that an adult would do that to a child. What kind of memory are you trying to create? What kind of image of yourself are you trying to present to that child? Trust me, that period was traumatizing for me, and I couldn't even tell anybody. I couldn't open up to anybody. It went on and on like that. The man, even a young lady, molested me. A young lady molested me. And I still do not get why a young lady would see a child, a little girl, to be sexually appealing. Then that went. When I had to go to, I think I had to go for holidays somewhere. It happened also, and it just kept on happening. It kept on happening, even to a point where a relative of mine also, it happened. And at some point, I could remember when I was in primary school then, I felt so bad. To a point, I felt so dirty. I think it was there I went to school, and just I was having this thought in my mind. I was looking at my teacher while she was teaching, and I asked myself, is my teacher also going through this? That was the question I asked myself, because I couldn't even open up to anyone. I felt so bad. I was just pained. So that ended for a while, and then I got into secondary school. When I got into secondary school, happy, oh, I'm finally in secondary school and all. Then there was this teacher that molested me all through JSS1 to SS2. Surprise, right? Yeah, I think my first week or second week in school. But if I can remember, I can't remember the exact week, but I knew it was that first time I resumed my secondary school. I went to call this man because he was taking a particular subject. I went to call him, and I think then I was the assistant class captain. So I went to call this man that, oh, sir, we are having your subject. So he told me to wait for him. Innocently, I waited. For this man. Then when we were climbing the stairs, he stopped and started fondling with my breast, touching me. At first I was like, what is this? I was so shocked. I was like, why would this man do this kind of thing? He's a teacher, for crying out loud. And that day after school, I think even while I got to the class, I was not myself. I felt so so bad. I was like, oh God, I thought this was over. Will I still go through this thing here again? I thought it has ended. Well, it just started. Yeah, it just started. So that day, I left. After school, I saw the man. I was so angry. I couldn't do anything. And this man was a man that every parent loved, and they sort of trusted him with their children, and they would come, oh, my child did this, my child did that, do this, please help me take care of this child. And it happened like that. It happened like that. So on this fateful day, yeah, it was a party. It was a party. I I was all happy, oh, party and all. Went for it. I think it was end of the year party. I went, and this man actually, okay, I was in party with my friend, so I needed to use the toilet. It was downstairs, unknown to me. And this man was just watching me and looking for an opportunity that he would have with me, just me and him alone. I still do not get it. I still do not get it. So I went downstairs to use the toilet. So getting there, I think I was almost no, excuse me, toilet when I saw someone, and then the toilet lock was faulty, so I couldn't lock it. So I think I was still using the toilet when I saw, like, I noticed someone was trying to, because I was using my other hand to hold the door. I noticed someone was trying to forcefully open the door, and I just peeped and I saw it was the one. Oh my god! I was like, I was shocked. I was like, I at that point I began to beg this man. I said, please, sir, please don't open the door. I was begging him. I was begging him and pleading. I was pleading with him not to open the door. Because I don't know what would have happened if he had opened that door. And thank God he did not open the door. He went back. Man, I was shocked. I was like, what in God's name was this man trying to do? And I was still wondering, was it about me that was so appealing, that was sexually appealing to this man? Well, thank you for watching today's video, and I would post the part 2 of this video because it didn't end there. Yeah, there's more. Thank you guys. I really appreciate